Welcome to my channel. Let me show you how to solve this question on the board. Look at what you are given. We are given that 3 raised to x multiplied by into cube root of what? 9 all raised to the power of what? X squared is equals to what? 27. And we expected to find the value of x. Okay? Now, it's very simple. What you are going to do is to let's simplify the cube root of what? The cube root of 9. Okay? Take note that the cube root of 9 can also be seen as this is 3 raised to what? 3 raised to x multiplied by, I can write this as 9 raised to what? 1 divided by 3. Cube root of 9 simply means 9 raised to the power of 1 divided by 3 all to the power of x squared is equal to what? 27. Okay? Now, I can put 9 in index form because 9 can also be seen as what? 3 raised to the power of 2, because if 3 multiply itself into 2 places is what? 9. So I'm not wrong if I decide to write 9 as what? 3 to the power of what? 2. Because 3 times 3 give me 9. So that this is what? 3 to the power of x multiplied by into 3 to the power of 2 represent 9. Then multiply by the power which was here, which is 1 over 2. 1 over 2, sorry, 1 over 3 all to the power of what? X squared. Sorry for that, please. Okay? Now everything is equals to what? 27. Wow, this is amazing, right? Now, at this point, I'm going to add this is what? 3 raised to what? X multiplied by into, this will give us what? 3 raised to what? 2 divided by 3 all raised to the power of x squared is equals to what? 27. Because 2 multiplied by 1/3 will give us 2 over 3. Then remember one of the properties of indices that said the index inside the parentheses can multiply the index outside the word parentheses. That means 2 over 3 can multiply what is outside, which is square, x square, right? So that this is what? 3 raised to what? X multiplied by into 3 raised to the power of what? 2x squared, okay, divided by 3, right? Because 2 over 3 times this will give us 2x squared over 3 equals to what? 27. Now let's obey the properties of indices here, the multiplication law of indices. We say that a raised to the power of m multiplied by a raised to the power of n. This law states that when the bases are the same, we should take a single base and add the exponent. So we're going to take a single base, which is a, and add the word exponent as what? M plus what? N. This is the multiplication law of indices. So the 3 here is the a, which is the base, the s here is the power, the 3 here is the base, so the base are the same. So we're going to take a single base and add the word? Add the exponent. As you can see here, add the word exponent. So you can see, then everything is equals to what? 27. Wow, this is Procretorius, right? I love this. Okay, please, if you know today is your first time coming across this channel, don't hesitate to subscribe so that anytime we do exciting videos you will not miss out. Okay, now at this point, what you are going to do, you can consider this in index form, or if you don't want to do that, you can take logarithm of both sides or take natural logarithm of both sides. You are not wrong, but doing that you are stressing yourself. Okay, don't stress yourself, since we know that this can be expressed in exponential word form. Okay, right? So that means 3 raised to the power of x plus 2x squared divided by 3 is equal to what? 3 raised to the power of 3. Because 3 raised to the power of 3 will give us 27. Because if 3 multiply itself into 3 places will give us what? 27. Now let's observe carefully. You can see that the bases are the same, right? Since the bases are the same, we are okay to do without them and equal the powers. So we can do without them, let them enjoy themselves. Okay, that means x plus 2x squared, right? 2x squared divided by 3 is equals to what? 3. Now at our left hand side, let's do something very interesting. Let's simplify our left hand side. The derivative of this x here is 1. So what is the LCM between 1 and 3? The LCM between 1 and 3 is 3. So we have to take our LCM. LCM is 3. Now 3 divided by 1 will give us 3. 3 times x will give us 3x, right? Now 3 divided by 3 will give us 1. 1 times 2x will give us plus 2x squared equals to what? 3. Now for us to clear away this denominator, what we have to do, is to multiply both sides of the equation by what? By 3. Or you call it what? Cross multiply, right? Because the denominator of these 3 here is 1. 1 times everything here will give us 2x squared, right? Plus 3x equal what? 3 times this is what? 3 times 3 is 9. Okay. Now at this point, you can see that we are getting a quadratic what? Equation, but not in the form of quadratic equation. But it seems to be a quadratic what? Equation. For us to make this a quadratic equation, what we have to do is to subtract what? Subtract what? Subtract 9 from both sides. That means 2x squared plus 3x minus what? Minus 9 is equals to what? 0. And this is a quadratic what? Equation. Now let's solve this either by quadratic equation have 4 ways, right? 1, factorization method. 2, completing the square. 3, formula method. And 4, graphical method. So let's see whether we can factorize this, right? Let's see whether we can factorize this and have the value of x. Now 2 times 9 will give us minus 18. Minus 18. Let's look for the factors of minus 18, right? Okay, let's look for the factor of minus 18. I know that 2 can go into 18. 2 will go into 18. 2 9 times. There's 9 is also a factor. 3 can go. 3 go 6 times, right? I know that 3 can go. If 3 go 6 times. These are the factors are listed. 1 can go to 18 itself can also go. So these are called the factors of 18. Now these factors of 18 are listed. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pick 2 numbers from here. That if I add them, I'll have 3. Because the equation x here is 3. If I add them, I'm going to have 3. But if I did not have 3, I will subtract them either way, either plus or minus. If I use plus, I did not have the sum of roots here. I will use subtraction sign to have the sum of roots. Okay. So what I'm going to do, there's no need of us stressing ourselves because I already seen it. Because I know that 6 minus 3 will give us 3. Because 6 minus 3 will give us 3. And 6 multiplied by minus 3 is going to give us minus 18. One of the interesting thing about quadratic equation is that when you're factorizing, once you're getting those two factors, that if you sum or subtract them, you have the sum of roots, and if you multiply them, you have the product of roots. You are good to go. As you can see here, we are having the sum of roots that 6 minus 3 give us 3, which is the equation x here is 3, right? Then 6 multiplied by minus 3 will give us minus 18. We are good to go, okay? So you can see the two numbers are what? Are 6 and minus 3. So that this is what? 2x squared, then plus 6x minus 3x minus 9 equals to what? 0. Now, one reason why we are adding x here is because x is here. 6x minus 3x is going to give us what? 3x, right? And 6 multiplied by minus 3 is going to give us minus 18 because minus 9 times 2 will give us minus 18. Now, what is common here? Consider what is common here is 2x. And most people will ask him that why is it that why is it that 2x is common? 2x is common because 2x can go here, 2x can also go here. Then into 2x squared divided by 2x will going to give us x. Then 6x divided by this will going to give us plus what? Plus 3. Now what is common here? Consider minus 3 is common. Why? Minus 3 is common because minus 3 can go to here without remainder, minus 3 can also go without remainder. Then minus 3x divided by minus 3 is going to give us x. And 9 minus 9 divided by minus 3 is going to give us plus what? Plus 3, which is equal to what? 0. Now let's check what is common here. What is common here is what? Into x plus 3 is common. Then into, if you divide 2x into x plus 3 divided by x plus 3, you're going to have 2x. You divide the whole of this by this, you're going to have minus 3. And it is equal to what? 0. Now remember, when the product of two terms is equal to 0, it implies that individual term is equal to what? 0. So that's what we're going to do now. So it implies that x plus 3 is equal to 0, or 2x minus what? Minus 3 is equal to 0. This is a simple linear equation. At this point, let's subtract 3 from both sides. It means that s is equal to 0 minus 3, or 2s is equal to, I want to add 3 to both sides. That means 0 plus what? 3. That means our s is equal to minus 3, or 2x is equal to 3. If you divide here by 2 and divide here by 2, this implies that s is equal to minus 3, or this cancel out this, so s is equal to what? 3 divided by what? 2. And 3 divided by 2 can also be seen as what? 1.5, right? 1.5. Okay, so that means our s is equal to minus 3, or 1.5. This is the value of x to this particular problem. You can see how simple and interesting it is. Very, very simple. That is why if you are solving mathematics and you love mathematics, always make sure that you know some of the topics in mathematics. Remember that these topics take us towards quadratic equation. What if I don't know how to solve quadratic equation? That means there's nothing I can do. So you can see that the beautiful solution to this question seems to be what? X equals to minus 3 or 1, sorry, or 1.5, which is 3 divided by 2. Thank you so much for watching. Please find it interesting. Don't hesitate to like, comment, and share to loved ones or others will learn from it. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe so that anytime I do exciting videos, you notify. So thank you so much and God bless you.